Okay, so for this video, what we're going to be doing is talking about 5 reasons why you should trade in your Galaxy Fold for the new Microsoft Duo. So to begin, let's start by taking a look at the Microsoft Duo. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay, so that's the Surface Duo. Surface Duo? Oh, I thought it was just called Microsoft Duo. But okay, so that's the new Surface Duo. So reason number 1 is that the Duo has bigger screens, which are better for multitasking. So it is true that with the Galaxy Fold, you can do this option where you can do like a split screen and, maybe do stuff like that. But if you notice, this isn't really the biggest for doing, multitask things. It's a cool feature, but do you really use it? And will you really be effective using it? That's a whole nother story. So for example, let's say I'm trying to, use Excel. That's tough to use it with 3 windows. So maybe I'll close it out. Does that still look good? I don't know. I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like that would be the neatest area. Maybe you could zoom out. Oof, now it's too small. So you basically get the point. So having these big screens over here, all right, there you go. Having those big screens right there seems like it's a lot easier for multitasking. Reason number 2 is with these, you have the glass screen. So that screen right there is really going to be a lot more maybe durable than this plastic screen. I've had this phone for maybe like 6 months, and you can see, for me, I'm a stylus guy. So I used to have a Note 9 and now I have this one. And the one thing I really miss is the stylus. And I've tried different styluses, or what do you call them? Yeah, tried a few different of them. And some of them, they have like a finer tip. And that's what I miss about my S Pen, is that it had a fine tip and I could use it all the time. But with this one, anything I use on it, whether it's a rubber tip, of course metal would scratch it, but even like the soft rubber ones, those would even scratch it. The only ones I can really use are like these big chunky ones that are super fat, but even when it, there it is. But even that's not going to be as precise when you're writing. So if you're trying to write like notes, so you really have to write really big. So if you have a split screen, let's say it's split right here, and you're trying to write, that's going to be you're going to be writing like really big. So opposed to having that fine pen where you can write smaller, and yeah, so just a lot better. And not to mention that I've had this phone, like I said, for about 6 months, and I'm constantly having to wipe it just because this plastic doesn't hold up too good. It gets, like, I think right here, really, like, even if I clean it, once I'm using it, I have like an oil mark that's kind of like almost indented right here. Not indented, but yeah, you see it a lot. It pops up easily. So yeah, I can't imagine what this screen would look like after, 2 years of use, 3 years, 4 years. It's going to be a crazy mess. And not to mention that I guess you could put a screen protector on it. I had one on here, but it didn't look the best. Not to mention with the folding. Yeah, so that's enough for that. But yeah, glass screen would definitely be better because, like I said, you can use let me see. You can use, there it is, write and sketch on screen. That has to be really good. So there you go right there. You can use any of the Surface pens and use those to write on it, which I would love that. So I would love to have that stylus over a finger or big clunky things like this. But yeah, actually I would say probably the stylus versus the finger would probably be number 3. Number 4 is that when you look at this device, that one is nice and thin, looks nice and professional. Look at that, that just looks nice. But when it comes to the Galaxy Fold, give me 1 second, 1 second. Okay, here we go. Don't laugh, but dog hair. Okay, tell me that phone does not look like a remote. Look at that. It's big, it's clunky. Yeah, it just has remote control vibes about it. And yeah, when you look at that Microsoft phone, it's just way more thinner, professional looking, and yeah, this one's nice and chunky. And yeah, it's the 1st gen, but hey, the Microsoft one is a 1st gen as well, and it doesn't look as big and chunky and clunky and stuff like that. Also, I was going to show you, so when it comes to trying to be productive on this phone, if you're using this small screen, that is going to be tough to be productive on. So yeah, it's just a no-go. And my number 5 reason was going to be the software. So I think the software on the Microsoft Duo, Microsoft Surface Duo, is probably going to be pretty smooth. That's my bet. Samsung, it's cool, but I feel like at times it can get pretty slow. So once you start really throwing stuff at it, come on. It's just like it's loading so much stuff. Like let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, good. But if I do this, Yep, nothing. What about if I do this? Okay, pretty smooth. But yeah, so number one would be the Surface Duo has bigger screens for multitasking. Number two, Duo has glass screens versus this plastic screen. Number three is the Surface Duo, you can use a stylus opposed to using your finger. Number four is the Surface Duo is thin, while this one, I guess it is pretty thin when it's unfolded, but even when it's folded, it's big, it's clunky. Yeah. Number five, what I would say would be the software. So when you consider those things, yes, I would definitely trade the Microsoft Duo, or I would trade this Galaxy Fold for the Microsoft Duo. Just my opinion, but let me know what you think. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'm also going to make another video talking about why you shouldn't trade your Galaxy Fold for the Microsoft Duo. So if you're interested in that video, like I said, just hit subscribe and you'll get notified as soon as I post it. But for now, I'm off to watch TV. So let me grab my remote. Oh, wait, that's not the one. There we go.